Hello, and welcome to what are your top 5 rockumentaries of all time? Now, here's a couple of honorable mentions to get started. The Temptations, The Five Heartbeats, Walk the Line. I'm going to do something unconventional here for the first time. I'm going to give a couple of more about movies that haven't even came out yet, but they look promising. One definitely is Bohemian Rhapsody. And then also you have the new one with Lady Gaga, A Star is Born. Honorable mentions for rockumentaries because those two last ones look very, very promising, maybe even Oscar worthy. Now here are my top 5 rockumentaries of all time. Number 5, Selena. Number 4, Get On Up. Number 3, Ray. Number 2, Straight Outta Compton. And my number 1 rockumentary of all time, Purple Rain. Now we're going to backtrack and go back to the 5th one and break it all down consistently how I rate these movies, why they're important to me. Selena was a tragic story. This woman was born into greatness. She was one of the good human beings on earth, born with talent. And for her best friend slash business partner to take her life out of selfishness and greed was just despicable. Despicable. This woman was absolutely beautiful inside and out. How often do you say that about a person that you've never met? And let's give it up to my girl, Jennifer Lopez. She did the damn thing, acting and performing in that movie. In my opinion, it was Oscar worthy. My number 4, Get On Up. Now this movie was a portrayal of the life story of James Brown, one of the greatest funk musicians and R&B singers of all time and performers. The dude could dance his butt off. And Chadwick Boseman, the man that's now the Black Panther, portrayed James Brown in a way that I didn't think could ever be captured on film. He did the damn thing. Man was amazing. It was Oscar worthy, almost in my opinion, not quite there, but this movie was great. My number 3 of all time is Ray. The story about Ray Charles, the famous R&B and blues singer. Jamie Foxx, a known comedian transformed into an actor. He became Ray Charles. He walked around blind to get into the role so he'd be comfortable acting out this position in this movie by being a blind man. And it did win him an Oscar as Best Actor. Phenomenal movie. Phenomenal. Great cast, great everything. My number 2 is very, very personal to me because Straight Outta Compton is about my neighborhood. Now, growing up in Compton, I knew what was going on in the streets. I knew what was happening. And I remember going to the liquor store and coming out and the cops throwing us to the ground, going through our pockets. All we found was M&Ms and now-laters. We were harassed constantly. I remember guys just rapping in the alleys, on trash can lids, making beats, all that stuff. So in the late 80s, when NWA came together, their intention was to make an album for the neighborhood. They wanted to be ghetto superstars. When they went international and blew up and became global, when the white kids were buying their cassette tapes and vinyl records, it was weird hearing about your streets and your neighborhood on the radio. It was an out-of-body experience for me. I couldn't believe what was happening. So thank you, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, DJ Yella, the late great Eazy-E. They put my neighborhood on a map. So the world knew what was happening. Police were exposed for the first time, really, in my neighborhood. It was a wake-up call. And they are in the Rock Hall of Fame. They are one of the best rap groups of all time, if not the most influential besides Public Enemy. And that movie did get an Oscar nod for Best Original Screenplay, but it didn't win. My number 1, this gets even more personal. Purple Rain. Prince, I embodied his soul from a youth up until now. I love the man's music. I fell in love with that man through his music. The reason why I'm comfortable getting in front of a camera now, performing in front of you guys and doing videos and talking, is because of Prince. He knew how to express himself no matter what creed, color, size, whatever you are, gender. Be yourself and express yourself. It's healing. And the man had no inhibitions. He let everything hang out. He held nothing in. The man was a genius walking amongst us on earth. He mastered over 11 instruments, not just played, mastered. He wrote all of his music. He even wrote songs for people and groups that you don't even know about. Waterfalls by TLC, written by Prince. Just Another Manic Monday by the Bangles, written by Prince. And guess what? They were all #1 hit songs. And Purple Rain did win 2 Oscars for Best Original Song and Best Original Musical. It was a phenomenal movie. And the acting, let's face it, it was bad. But it wasn't about an actor portraying Prince. These were the real life people playing themselves in this movie. So that's why we gave it a pass on acting, because they were just being themselves. This movie was groundbreaking because up until this movie came out, no one really knew who Prince was publicly. You heard his music, you knew he was kind of erotic and strange and different. But when you find out what he went through as a youth, it explains everything, why the stage was his platform to grow up and become the man that we knew and loved. He is greatly missed. James Brown is greatly missed. Selena, greatly missed. Ray Charles, greatly missed. Eazy-E, greatly missed. These were people who changed the fabric of America forever. Now, in the description below, I have a personal dedication to Prince that I wrote and performed. Please check it out. And by all means, give me your top 5 rockumentaries of all time. Let's compare notes. Until then, I'll see you next time. Love and peace.